now, breaking news from NBC4.
An action-packed day on the floor of the Ohio State House. Emotions were high as lawmakers made two critical decisions to override vetoes by Governor Mike DeWine.
House Bill 68 bans transgender athletes from participating on teams that align with their gender identity, and it bans minors from receiving gender-affirming care in the state.
They also vetoed a bill that bans local municipalities like the city of Columbus from barring the sale of flavored tobacco and e-cigarettes.
With that, we thank you for joining us today for NBC4 at 5. I'm Jared Smalley.
And I'm Rachel Ramsey in for Jennifer Bullock. Now, due to the gravity of what happened at the State House, we're bringing you team coverage. NBC4 State House reporter Natalie Fahmy has been talking to lawmakers all day about the decision on House Bill 68, while Anna Hoffman is tracking reaction from the community.
Isabel Cleary, following reaction to the override on the sale of flavored tobacco products. We're going to kick off our coverage with Natalie Fahmy at the State House. Natalie?
House Bill 68 will become law in about 3 months, barring any legal battles. It was the end to a long journey for the bill to pass from the State House. We've heard hours of testimony and debate over the past several months. But today, debate on the Senate floor lasted about 1 hour. As you can see on the screen, it started with a protester being forcibly kicked out of the chamber. You could hear more protesters outside the entire time. Again, House Bill 68 bans transgender athletes from participating on teams that align with their gender identity and bans minors from receiving gender-affirming care in the state. Ultimately, nearly all Republicans in the Senate voted to override the veto, arguing that the bill protects children and that girls and boys are too biologically different to compete in the same sport. But across the aisle, Democrats say the bill is going to marginalize an already small community in Ohio, saying the government should stay out of personal health care decisions and support LGBTQ students in schools across the state.
I hope that this is the last time this legislative session that we're working to take away the rights of people from the LGBTQ community, because we're fatigued and we're tired. But I got to tell you, not tired enough to fight back, to push back, to demand our rights.
There are men and there are women, there are boys and there are girls, and they are different. While it is possible to identify as anything you want, it is not possible for a man to become a woman or a woman to become a man. And here's something else. Gender is not fluid.
I think parents should make those decisions and not the government. We want to be a very welcoming state, and that's what I hope that I can convey as the governor of the state.
Again, this was the last step to override the governor's veto on the bill, but Governor Mike DeWine also did enact emergency orders to ban gender transition surgeries for all minors across the state, meaning in about 90 days we could have 2 different laws about the issue on the books. Now, aside from lawmakers, people on both sides of the issue have not been afraid to make their voices heard. NBC4's Anna Hoffman has been talking to some of those people all day. Anna, what are they saying?
Natalie, emotions are high. People have been at the State House protesting all day. Those who are for the bill say this is a good thing, while those against it say it's the complete opposite of protecting children. People who are against House Bill 68 are calling today a scary day.
I'm heartbroken. I really am. It's hard to believe in this day and age that we haven't understood that we must listen to each other and trust our doctors. Just heartbroken.
The Ohio Senate now voting to override Governor Mike DeWine's veto of House Bill 68 means it will become law in 90 days. This will ban gender-affirming care for minors and bar transgender athletes from participating in female sports. Those for the bill say this is what should have happened in the first place.
Now look, when you're an adult and you want to change your sexual organs, go for it. It's your decision, but those decisions aren't made by a 9-10-year-old boy, a 9-10-year-old little girl.
Mike Gonadonkus, the president of Ohio Right to Life, is for the bill. He says he's passionate about the Save Women's Sports Act and says this is what the people want.
Because if we took this to ballot, over 80% of voters in Ohio would agree that girls should play girls sports and boys should play boys sports. Girls that work so hard to play sports and to grow up and just want to be able to compete against other girls and to follow their dreams.
Families with transgender children and those going through a transition are not shying away from raising their voice. Some are sharing their personal stories to prove that gender-affirming care really does save lives.
This care is important to me, and it does save lives because it certainly saved mine. Gender-affirming care was definitely a light at the end of the tunnel for me. As soon as I started taking it, it was like I didn't realize how miserable I truly was until I got on it.
Those against the bill believe the legislature will soon feel the repercussions of this choice.
It's not the end. It's not the end. I suspect that the folks at Intel will be suffering. They will be unable to recruit folks. I know that there's a shortage of doctors in Ohio, and there are med students who question whether they will practice in Ohio or not because of the laws that the legislature has passed, laws that don't represent the views of the majority of Ohioans.
Those against the bill tell me they fear that this will somehow impact gender-affirming care for adults too. People on both sides tell me they're prepared to keep fighting this issue even if it goes to a higher court. Local for you at the State House, I'm Anna Hoffman, NBC4.
Anna, thank you. Now, following the decision made by lawmakers, Columbus Public Health released a statement that reads in part, quote, "Gender-affirming care is an evidence-based practice with a proven track record of improving health outcomes for trans youth." It continues to say, at Columbus Public Health, we will continue to provide critical services to those who need them. We remain committed to protecting the health of our LGBTQ+ residents and everyone in our community.